Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing okay. It is crazy out in the world right now, and I thought I'd take my little self-quarantine situation and try an AuthorTube newbie tag. I'm finding that this platform is about as easy to get followers on as it is to find toilet paper right now. So, hey, it's worth a shot. I found this newbie tag on Pinterest, of all places. But originally, I guess it was created by someone named Jenna Streetley, or Streety. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to give this a shot. The first question is, how did you find out about AuthorTube? The answer to that one is pretty interesting, actually. I'm a reader. I started as a reader. I'll always be a reader. Reading is my first true love. And so I was pretty avidly, like almost daily, on BookTube, just to hear about new releases, trends in the market. I've got a couple of BookTube channels that I absolutely adore and follow, and take a lot of reading suggestions from those channels. So for me, it was on BookTube. Someone had mentioned AuthorTube. I think it was maybe an author that did both, and that kind of got me here. Question number 2, what genres do you write in? Let's ignore my dogs who are about to go crazy. If they go too much, I'll just cut this and then edit it out. But what genres do you write in? The quicker answer to that is probably what genres don't I write in. I literally write in every genre. I have tried every genre there is. The only one I haven't really touched is sci-fi. I just don't have the technical skills and probably interests to try that genre, so that one is a little bit tough for me. But I do like research and have found myself sort of interested in historical fiction, which is kind of a shock, but mostly interested in learning about other places. I'm currently writing a book about Mexico, set in Mexico, and doing a lot of research for that, and I absolutely love it. Number 3, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story, meaning genre, I suppose? I've written in all the tenses. I think my natural voice was first person, current, present tense, which I know is not the norm. I think that's because I was writing a lot of thrillers at the time, and for me that like helped with building suspense. Now though, I'm finding myself back in past tense, which is where my first book, Crazy Like Me, I had written it all in present tense, and the publisher made me switch that to past tense. Obviously, third person past tense is the most popular, or even first person past tense. Now I'm finding myself in either first person past or first person, well, probably more past tense third person. And a lot of that is a symptom of doing a lot of co-writes. The benefit to co-writes is you can kind of learn how to write in other tenses and other voices. The downside to co-writes is that it tends to kind of pull you away from your natural voice. So I'm always one to play with voices and tenses anyways. And I'm now at a point where I can kind of switch tenses, voice, point of view, all of that really quickly, which is kind of awesome. Are you a plotter, pantster, or plantster? I am now a pantster. I used to be a plotter and found that it took me forever. I spent more time plotting than I did writing. Now I've learned to trust my voice. I've learned to trust my characters. I just listen to my characters and go. Stephen King has talked a lot about this. He's like the ultimate pantster, and I'm kind of with him on this. I try to plot, and then I find that my characters want to go somewhere else. So why not go for the ride? Like, part of this, the fun for me of writing is learning how to kind of roll with it, and that's what I do. I never know where my ending's gonna go unless I'm like required to have a happy ending because of a series I'm in or something. But overall, I generally like to just kind of roll with it, see where my characters will take me, and trust them, because it's a better adventure for me too. When I'm surprised where the story goes, to me that's fun. It's like being a reader again. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am hybrid. I've got a couple of publishers. I'm also a publisher, And I mean, I guess we can call my Crazy Ink stuff self-published, but I've sort of done it all, and it's one of the reasons that I started Crazy Ink. I had other publishers who just, I don't know, they weren't it for me. So now I would say mostly self-published or with Crazy Ink, but I do have some books that are still under contract with traditional publishers. What publishing company, literary agent, or print company are you represented by or use? And I basically just covered that. I have a book with Limitless right now. I have another book with Savant. I just got out of contract with Black Rose. So I've had a couple, but mostly it's all back home at Crazy Ink. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I don't intend to sort of follow the mold. I never really do anyway, so it's not strange that I wouldn't hear. I'm just gonna roll with it. I want to talk about my new releases, but I also want to know what you guys want to know. I've got a lot of authors following this channel now, and that's, you know, to learn sort of the how-tos, so I plan on doing a lot of those things. Tips and tricks. I really want to help people avoid some of the pitfalls I found, just because why not? When did you start writing? I covered this. I have a video, my journey to publishing, or my crazy journey to publishing, and anyone who's interested in that story should check that video out. It's really pretty detailed about like sort of how I got here. I literally started writing when I was 6 years old, so it's been a long, long road. What was the first story you ever wrote? It was called Nair, which is Aaron spelt backwards, the Purple Aardvark, and I still have it, and I was in 1st grade. Purple is still my favorite color. Nothing changes. Do you schedule your writing sessions, or do you simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? I generally write every day, so I make room for it every day. I will not sleep write if I haven't written. So a lot of times, because I'm just so busy, my writing ends up being at 3 a.m. I jump out of bed because I just can't sleep, and then I get right back to it. So in a sense, I schedule it because I make time for it daily. But otherwise, it's kind of winging it where I get spots. Do you type on a computer typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend? And where do you write in general? I'll write anywhere. I've written on napkins. I have pulled over on the side of the road and written in the car. It's a blend for me. It's wherever I can. When the idea comes to me, I write it down, whether it's just add this to chapter 8 of such and such book, or a full chapter in a doctor's office, or between clients. I carry journals everywhere, but mostly I write on my laptop, literally right here on the couch. What are you most looking forward to now that you're part of AuthorTube? New readers, connecting with other authors, sort of a new community. I'm finding that it's kind of neat to try new platforms, and so I've been doing a lot of that. I've got Facebook nailed. I'm like a queen of spam over there on Facebook. Instagram is close behind that, and I just really want to kind of find new groups of people that are interested in the same things as me. So that's kind of what brought me here. Yeah, so that's the newbie tag, AuthorTube newbie tag, sort of BookTube newbie tag too. I do intend to do book reviews here. I do intend to do bookshelf tours. I am like a hoarder of books. I've got them all. I read a lot of traditionally published books as well as indie, so I kind of plan on making this channel a mixture of AuthorTube and BookTube, and then just dividing it up by playlists. I don't think you can talk about books enough. I could talk about books 24 hours a day.